How many pensioners should have to shiver through the winter to ensure His Highness can continue to live a fairy tale existence of publicly funded pleasure? A couple of hundred freezing old people, is that enough? A few thousand pensioners. 10,000 80-year-olds, 100,000, more pensioners? Well, yes, the answer is actually more, as Chaz is going to trouser an astonishing 50% pay rise this year, equating to £45 million extra in hard cash. That would keep 155,000 80-year-old pensioners. It would keep their winter fuel allowance of £300. 150,000 pensioners could keep their winter fuel allowance if King Charles didn't have a 50% pay rise.
Dear viewer, as you ponder on that, remember that in the past years, royalists have criticised and accused Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan as grifters, particularly in the wake of their lucrative deals with Netflix and Spotify. These accusations implied that Harry and Meghan were exploiting their royal titles for financial gain, ignoring the fact that they were simply earning a living through honest work. But now, Matthew Wright has shed light on the financial dealings of King Charles III, revealing a stark contrast between the criticism levelled at Harry and Meghan and the reality of the monarchy's own financial practices. Let's dive deeper and explore the hypocrisy in labelling Harry and Meghan as grifters, while King Charles receives a substantial pay raise despite reducing his royal duties. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped back from their roles as senior working royals in 2020, they made it clear that they intended to become financially independent. In pursuit of this goal, the couple signed multi-million-dollar deals with streaming giants Netflix and Spotify. These deals were met with immediate backlash from royalists, who accused Harry and Meghan of cashing in on their royal status. The term grifter was flung at them, suggesting that they were engaging in unscrupulous behaviour by leveraging their titles for personal gain. However, this accusation failed to acknowledge the reality of the situation. Harry and Meghan were no longer receiving financial support from the British royal family and needed to secure income to support themselves and their children. Their deals with Netflix and Spotify were not only legitimate business ventures, but also aligned with their commitment to creating content that inspires and informs. Their Netflix series, documentaries, and podcasts focused on issues such as mental health, racial justice, and social change, topics that are deeply personal to them and resonate with their values. Labelling Harry and Meghan as grifters overlooked the fact that they were working hard to earn a living independently. They were not exploiting their titles. They were using their platform to raise awareness about important issues and generate income in a manner consistent with their beliefs. In contrast, the recent financial dealings of King Charles III paint a different picture of who might be more deserving of the grifter label. In a recent development that has raised eyebrows, it was revealed that King Charles III will receive a pay raise of €45 million, a significant increase that comes at a time when he has taken on fewer royal duties. This pay raise is particularly concerning given the current economic climate in the United Kingdom, where millions of pensioners are set to lose their winter fuel payments under Labour's new threshold for eligibility. The juxtaposition of King Charles receiving a substantial pay raise while millions of vulnerable citizens face financial hardship highlights the stark inequality that persists within the British monarchy. The fact that part of this pay raise will be allocated towards palace maintenance only adds to the sense of disconnect between the monarchy and the public. At a time when ordinary citizens are struggling to make ends meet, the idea of allocating millions of euros to palace upkeep seems tone-deaf and out of touch. Moreover, the process by which pensioners must now apply for winter fuel payments further exacerbates the situation. According to a report by The Telegraph, pensioners will have to fill out a 243-question survey across 22 pages to determine their eligibility for assistance. This cumbersome and invasive process will likely deter many from applying for the help they desperately need, leaving them vulnerable to the harsh realities of winter. The contrast between the ease with which King Charles secures a pay raise and the arduous process pensioners must endure to receive basic assistance is striking and troubling. Now, dear viewer, how hypocritical is it for royalists to label Harry and Meghan as grifters when viewed in the context of King Charles's financial dealings? Here is a man who, despite taking on fewer responsibilities, is receiving a significant pay raise funded by taxpayers, some of whom are struggling to afford basic necessities. This raises the question, who is the real grifter? Harry and Meghan have been transparent about their financial independence and have worked to earn their income through legitimate means. They have not relied on taxpayer money since stepping back from their royal duties, nor have they exploited their titles for personal gain. Instead, they have used their platform to advocate for causes they believe in and create content that aligns with their values. In contrast, King Charles continues to benefit from the financial support of the British public, even as he reduces his royal duties. The decision to cut off Prince Harry financially after he stepped back from his royal role further underscores the hypocrisy of the situation. Harry, who has always been a hard worker and dedicated to his duties, was essentially punished for wanting to forge his own path. Yet, when he and Meghan sought to earn their living through honest work, they were met with scorn and derision. It makes you wonder, how did they want them to pay their bills? The term grifter implies someone who is dishonest or unscrupulous in their financial dealings. By this definition, it is clear that Harry and Meghan do not fit the bill. They have been open about their financial situation, transparent about their business ventures, and committed to using their platform for good. In contrast, the monarchy's financial practices, particularly King Charles's substantial pay raise amidst reduced duties, raise serious questions about who is truly benefiting at the expense of others. The fact that King Charles is receiving a significant pay raise while millions of pensioners face the prospect of losing essential support during the winter months is a stark reminder of the deep-seated inequality within the British monarchy. It also serves as a reminder of the hypocrisy in labelling Harry and Meghan as grifters, while turning a blind eye to the financial dealings of the royal family. In conclusion, the accusations of grifting against Harry and Meghan are unfounded and unfair. They have worked hard to achieve financial independence and have done so in a manner that is consistent with their values and beliefs. Meanwhile, King Charles's recent pay raise, despite taking on fewer royal duties, highlights the hypocrisy within the royal family and exposes who the real grifter is. As the British public continues to face economic challenges, it is worth reconsidering who truly deserves scrutiny for their financial practices and who should be applauded for their honest work. Thank you for watching. Thank